leading up to September 23rd, y'all gonna see these motherfuckers start going crazy. That's the reason why they made such a big deal of this eclipse. Because this shit was way more. This is way more than what they're saying it was. This is some crazy spiritual shit that just happened. And y'all about to witness these motherfuckers go nuts.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
September 3rd, I was up all night. As usual, I ain't got shit to do. On the morning of September 4th, I woke up at 9 a.m. When I walked outside, it was real dim outside. I thought something was wrong with my eyes. You know, I just woke up and all that shit. And then when I looked up at the sun was dim. You know, somebody put up a video talking about this. It looked like there was some type of a haze in the sky. This was weird to say the least. This wasn't clouds. This wasn't chemtrails. You know, the more I think about it, this could have something to do with Planet X, Nibiru. You know, the brother that was talking about that shit, he talked about this red iron oxide coming from that shit. Now, that was the morning of September 4th. Later on during the day, I went to the store. As soon as I came out the store, I immediately saw the sun. And at the time, I didn't even think it was the sun. I thought it was the moon. The sun looked just like a blood red moon.
Check this out. Look how red. I can see, I mean, being able to see the sunspots, friends, with no filter. The sun is still up high. It's like 6:36 or something like that. I'll have to note the time. But look at that. You can see how high the sun still is. Look how much light there is still. Crazy. And yet the sun is so red and easily filtered through whatever this haze is. The strangest haze out here. Let's see if I can leave that on there for just a second. Get those sunspots. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how red the sun looks up here, friends.
And of course, you know, nobody's really paying attention to this shit but me. You know how niggas are around here. It looked just like a blood moon. People on YouTube have gotten videos of the sun looking like this from time to time. But when I saw it, I thought it was the moon until I realized it was like 5:30 p.m. It wasn't even close to time of sunset, really. So when I first saw it, I didn't think nothing about it. Like, okay, a blood moon, unscheduled, what's new? All the shit that's going on, what's the big deal? Until I realized it was the sun. Like I said, I've never seen the sun look like that. Something about that whole fucking day was weird. So later on that night, I noticed the moon was a blood moon.
Look at that moon. Look at that moon. Holy moly.
So this was September 4th. We had this weird day around here, this haze that was in the sky that made the sun look like a blood moon. And later on that day, we had an actual blood moon, which came out in this area right around 9 p.m., something like that. And of course, this was like 24, 48 hours before all hell broke loose.
Breaking news. I am very, very shook up right now. BP Earthwatch just called me 1 minute ago. He was almost mumbling with concern. I mean, he was beyond anything I've heard. We've just had an X-class 10 solar flare, Earth facing, just released from the sun. He said to me, I've never seen anything this big in my life. A 4 or a 5 is about the largest we've ever seen, and they weren't Earth facing. This is a 10. And then he says to me, and he says, Paul, get people praying. You got to get people praying. You don't understand. He said, when we had Fukushima earthquake, it came right after, a few hours after, an X-class solar flare of 1.9, not even a 2, 1.9. We got Fukushima. This is a 10. I repeat, a 10. Now let's go back to the eclipse. I'm going to say it again. Remember what I told you. The Lord showed me about 10 to 12 days before the eclipse. He said, this is a warning to America. This is a warning of the end times. You must tell the people. And then Mark Biltz also said the same thing. It was a warning from God. It wasn't a judgment. It's a warning. The judgment of God, believe me, when he pours out his wrath, you'll know what that is. This is the warnings. And this was a 40-day window because the solar eclipse was on the first day of Elul. We have 40 days of repentance. Look what we've had so far. This is only day 16. What have we had? Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Jose is right behind there. Another hurricane might form in the Gulf. It's called Tropical Depression 13. And we have Kim Jong-un detonating nuclear 120 kiloton bombs. And now we have an X-class 10? What? Earthquake warning, earthquake warning, earthquake warnings. Earthquake warning, earthquake warning, earthquake warnings.
We are getting initial reports of a powerful earthquake striking in the sea off the coast of Chiapas, Mexico.
I started on YouTube in June 2016. And of course, all the things that I've been talking about, a lot of people tried to prove that I was a fake. They quickly started to realize that not only am I not a fake, they started to realize that I am who I say I am. And like I said before, I started to creep these people out. Because when you talk about the end times, demons, people being possessed, and certain events that's going to happen, and then they manifest themselves and turn out to be 100% true, it makes it more and more difficult for these people to deny that you're telling the truth. Now, as many of y'all know, we had this thing with YouTube, the Illuminati. All of a sudden, our videos are offensive material. And the majority of people on YouTube who got upset about this shit, they just pissed off because they couldn't monetize their videos and make money. There's been a lot of my brothers and sisters, especially my brothers, over the years. They talked about how this information, this truth, is supposed to be free. And if you're making money, then it means you're a fake. Now, that's bullshit. Because first of all, why is it okay for the enemy to make money, but we not supposed to? Now, we got to eat too, don't we? So if anybody got a YouTube channel, they monetizing their videos, they making money off their videos, they got a donate button up there and all that shit, more power to them. No, they doing their job to the best of their ability. Why can't they make money too? Like I said, they got to eat too. But I'm starting to realize, and I've always known this really, that the majority of these niggas, they don't give a shit. Now, our offensive material is so offensive that these advertisers, hey, they can't advertise on my videos. Now, like I said, putting in one of my videos, this is just some shit to try to keep us quiet and try to make us go away. And if you don't go away, eventually they'll find some way to delete your channel. And of course, there's some people who've been denying this shit. And these are just some fucking idiots. Because the more I go on people's YouTube channels, the more I see their videos have been taken, their videos and or their YouTube channel is just fucking gone. Russian Viz is another victim of this shit. But all of a sudden, ain't nobody fucking complaining. Nobody. YouTube ain't complaining. People with YouTube channels ain't complaining. The hell that's been going on over the last week or two, nobody's been complaining about YouTube. And every time I check out one of these videos concerning these hurricanes and all this shit that's going on, I see ads running all over these videos. Everybody's happy. Kumbaya type motherfuckers. Now, again, I don't give a fuck about nobody making money on their YouTube channel. They got the right to do so. More power to you. Like I said, everybody got to eat. Now, I got pissed off with YouTube, the Illuminati. So I ended up getting a new YouTube channel, and I just completely stopped monetizing my videos. I wasn't making no motherfucking money, no way, and that ain't why I'm here. I talked about that before. But now, all of a sudden, this shit is okay. Now, I'm still not monetizing my videos, but obviously that ain't stopping YouTube. Because like I said before, the Illuminati, they're some dumb motherfuckers, but they're highly intelligent when it comes to being wicked. So what these assholes are doing now, because there are a lot of people, including myself, I'm not monetizing my videos at all. But YouTube is slick, Illuminati. What they doing now is they will wait a few days, if not a few weeks or even months. They will wait before they let you know if you got some copyrighted material in your videos. That way they can monetize the shit themselves later. Because they know if they wait, 9 times out of 10, either you ain't gonna be paying attention, or you might be gone and not upload no more videos, or whatever the case may be. Even if you notice the video is all of a sudden monetized, you just gonna leave it alone. So as usual, these some sneaky motherfuckers. They gonna find a way to make some money off your ass in one form or another. And even if you're not monetizing your videos, they still making money anyway. They got ads on the sides of the shit, not to mention your videos are leading to other videos. So they always making money off of you anyway. But they gonna sit there and play this fucking game, this offensive material shit, And now, all of a sudden, everything's okay. Even though, of course, there are certain people, including myself, they're making sure that our videos don't show up in the search engine. If you don't play the game by their rules, then it's basically like, fuck you. Because they know that there are many of us who are truly about doing what needs to be done to make sure these people are saved.
Check this out. According to The Verge, YouTube will hide, but not remove, some supremacist videos. August 1st, 2017. Quote, YouTube has been cracking down on extremist content over the past couple of months, and today the company is announcing some details on its progress and a few additional policy changes. One of the biggest, YouTube will now begin limiting the search of videos that have, listen to this, controversial religious or supremacist content, but don't strictly violate the website hate speech guidelines. Stop. Bingo. The key word in this whole thing is the words, quote, controversial religious content. Now, who do you think this is talking about? Yep, yours truly, along with the black Hebrew Israelites, the Hoteps, and the black Muslims.
So now you have a lot of assholes who've been calling us fearmongers. But it's funny. I don't hear nobody saying that shit now. And the ass are running all up on these videos. And I'm seeing motherfuckers put out a video within 5 hours. They got 30 and 40,000 hits and ass all over the place. Everybody's just having a good old time making money off of the suffering of these people. All of a sudden, this shit, this fear mongering that everybody's been complaining about, all of a sudden it's okay. These people, many of these people who are dying, a good percentage of these people are being punished by God. They don't believe in Christ and they dying in their sins. And it's very difficult for me to give a fuck about any of these people. The problem is, not all of these people who are dying in their sins. Many of these people are good people. Many of these people believe in Christ. So you have a lot of people. For YouTube to be doing this shit, it's the Illuminati. It ain't no surprise. But now you got a lot of these people who claim to be, they care. They want to get this information out. They want people to be saved. No, they don't. There's a good percentage of us who care. The majority don't give a fuck. YouTube, like I said, for them to be doing this shit is one thing. But now you got a lot of these assholes on YouTube who claim to give a fuck. They are making money off of the suffering and the deaths of these people. And the majority of these people, at least many of them anyway, are true followers of Christ. You are not just witnessing people dying. You are witnessing people being murdered. And for some reason, all of a sudden, this is great entertainment. This Hollywood production that's going on, it's real and it's fake. Everything was prepared. This is why YouTube ain't complaining about anybody's offensive videos. This is why ads are running all over these videos, 4 and 5 ads on one video. This is why everybody's getting all these hits. It's okay to be a fearmonger now because, hey, it's money to be made. These motherfuckers, and I'm not just talking about YouTube, these people are making money off of these people suffering and dying. And like I said, many of these people, this is not just people dying They're being murdered. Because I said so many times, our Father in heaven is in control of all of this shit. He's put it on their heart, the so-called Illuminati, these idiots. He's put it on their heart to fulfill his will. And now you have these niggas who are witnessing these people being murdered, and they making money off this shit. Who's the real motherfucking fearmongers?
The fighting has begun. If you guys are getting reports on the outside about fighting going on in Houston, let me tell you why. I'm getting reports in from black neighborhoods that the rescue workers are passing them up. And not just passing them up, racial slurs are being heralded at us, and it is getting really, really ugly. So if you want to know what's happening on the inside, I'm telling you, we just ran into this racist problem. Pay attention to who they are rescuing, who's in those boats, because we're getting ourselves out. It's becoming an inside job that we're getting ourselves out, y'all. So just in case you wanted to know, some people are saying that Lakewood Church is open now. He gets no kudos for that shit from me. None. That your ass has to be shamed into it. So when were you lying, before or after? But I'm going to leave that alone. So just in case you guys want to know, this is turning into a sincere life and death situation for black folk here. Because when your rescue workers and your first responders are passing you up, it gets real. Especially when you have babies like everybody the hell else. We pay our taxes like everybody the fuck else. You know, when it's funny that they'll pick up the Mexican immigrants before they pick up, you know, black Americans that have obviously been here since knee high to a fucking slave ship. So I'm just going to put that out there just in case they start talking to y'all about, you know, we're looting and we're doing all this crazy shit. No. People are trying to get the fuck out the water with their families. And when you see help and help passes you by, fight or flight set in, y'all. And it's just as simple as that. You have babies. You have your mom. You have your dad. Who you got yourself. And then you have a rescue worker who's throwing racial epitaphs at you, laughing, rowing on. You know, I ain't trying to be funny, but Mr. Rescue Worker, you'd lose that boat if it was me. So I'm happy that I'm high and dry, so I don't have to deal with such things. But there are people who are dealing with this. And we need y'all to know from the inside, because they're not going to tell you that they're doing this from the outside. They're not going to tell you. They're going to put their spin doctors on it. They're going to put the propaganda machine on it and make it out that we're the bad guys. Not that we're trying to live and survive like everybody the hell else. But we're not going to talk about these floodplains either, being in minority neighborhoods and them selling these people these homes overpriced, knowing that they were going to flood them every 3 years. We ain't going to talk about that either.
All of the crazy shit that I've been telling these bitches for over a year, since 2016. And the shit just keeps turning out to be true over and over and over and over again. Yet the ones that are labeled the fakes and the fearmongers and the devil worshippers and the shields and all that shit, it's the ones that's telling the actual truth. So now we are in a situation where many of these assholes who was on their way to being saved, who was on their way to heaven, Many of these motherfuckers are going to be left behind. And it's going to get to the point where they're going to lose their soul. Are you not entertained? These motherfuckers ought to be ashamed of themselves. Every time I put up a video, I say it's going to be my last video. And as the days go by, I just sit back and I say to myself, I got to put up another video. These people are out of their fucking mind. This judgment that we are going through is real. While at the same time, you got the people in the mainstream media who's setting this shit up as a Hollywood production because they know what's going on based on them using HAARP, certain things that they are doing that's leading up to these events with the Black Sky Drill and things of that nature, dates that are set, the eclipse prior to that Black Sky Drill, and then, of course, the hurricane coming in. Now you got hurricanes all over the place. You got people who are suffering and dying and being murdered. And nobody's complaining about this real, true fear-mongering shit that's going on. All of a sudden, this shit is okay. And the average nigga, like myself and many of my brothers and sisters who've been warning these bitch-ass niggas for who knows how long, we are the ones that gets criticized and talked about being fakes and fearmongers. When we've been warning y'all ass basically since we was fucking born. Now, these same people who said we was fakes, they looking at these videos more and more as just simply entertainment. All of this shit that's going on is pre-planned by the Illuminati because they knew what our Father in heaven was going to allow them to do at certain times based on Judgment Day, which is happening right now.
Why are you outside during this entire hurricane?
Well, I chose not to go inside yesterday because the Salvation Army and Russian Winds homeless shelter where they were accepting people were caught killing everybody that was in there.
I'm sorry, all right.
Okay, all right. Salvation Army and Russian Winds homeless shelter where they were accepting people were caught killing everybody that was in there.
I'm sorry, all right.
Okay, all right.
So now Judgment Day is truly upon us. And you got a lot of these niggas who are enjoying the shit out of these videos, watching these people suffering, dying, and being murdered. While at the same time, those of us who won't play the game with YouTube, we being pushed to the side because they know who the fuck we truly are. You know, these assholes like Obama, George Bush Sr., Jr., Clinton, the Pope, all of these motherfuckers are just vessels, empty vessels, clones, you might as well say. So in order to inhabit not just the average demon spirit, but these vessels are used for these fucking fallen angels. And these fucking fallen angels, I talked about this before, they don't have memory loss like we do. These assholes know exactly who we are, especially motherfuckers like me who are members of the 144. And they freaking the fuck out because we're in the process of waking up. They trapped on this so-called planet and they can't leave. So while we're in the process of waking up, these assholes are trapped with us and they freaking the fuck out. This is why you got all this fake shit. North Korea is about to bomb America and America gonna have to bomb North Korea or whatever the fuck this stupid shit they saying. That sun is going crazy. Like many other things that I talked to y'all about. The sun going crazy. Gonna see those beams, like fucking energy beams, energy waves coming from that shit. And that shit is coming real soon. motherfucking martial law and all that shit. A lot of this shit is already happening. And everybody is either still in denial or just sitting back still talking shit about those who've been really telling the truth while they sitting back watching the rest of this bullshit as just pure Hollywood bullshit entertainment. While you got people being murdered right before their motherfucking eyes.
We can control our weather. We can control our weather.
There is just one of the islands in the Caribbean already hit. If you're a TV viewer, the latest coverage at Infowars.com and Newswars.com. But the world is definitely entering a massive quickening period predicted by so many in the fourth turning and other analysis. Why does history repeat? Why does it rhyme? Why is everything synced up? We don't really know. But we know there is a collective unconsciousness. We know there's a collective will, and the globalists are trying to artificially influence that. Now, I'm not saying Irma is geoengineered, but there is geoengineering going on secretly in the United States. They admit the program's happening. They just have the details secret. They admit there's weather modification going on in China, Dubai, Russia, the EU. Everybody does it. There's thousands of private companies doing it on a micro level. But there's a lot of advanced technology that we don't know about. In 1967, the Stanford Research Institute certified, this was declassified in 2006. I interviewed the scientist involved when he first got declassified, Ben Livingston, meteorologist, who was the father of it. He was 90 years old then. And the left is saying, oh, climate change is here. It's time to talk about geoengineering. They're the ones already doing it. They're claiming we're geoengineering as individuals, so we're guilty. Let them have control of the atmosphere and they'll save us. See how they take over? So regardless, geoengineering is going on. They're trying to blame us, saying it's happening, individuals, but then claiming the elite are doing nothing. Meanwhile, though, right on time with these superstorms, we have the new film Geoengineering 2017 coming soon on October 20th. Oh, just a little bit more than a month or so after Irma is set to hit. Isn't that just perfect timing, like all these race war films they've been putting out? This is starting to get suspicious.
This is a cover-up. All of the fake things that's going on, these pre-planned disasters. Yes, like I said, these things are completely controlled by our Father in heaven. He's ordaining these things. It's all a part of prophecy, down to the tiniest detail. But these pre-planned events, I talked about this before, is to see who is really serious about the end times, about knowing the truth, accepting Jesus. Many people who are enjoying this shit strictly for entertainment, what the fuck you think these niggas are gonna do when the shit that they watching on YouTube is happening to them? I talked about this before. When this shit truly, finally breaks down and those demons are in these niggas' fucking face, when that sky recedes like a scroll, when that motherfucking meteor hits, when the sun finally goes black and it don't shine anymore, when we in complete darkness, when those earthquakes hit everywhere, when all the shit that these assholes are watching on YouTube for entertainment, when it happens to them, what the fuck you think they gonna do? These heathenous ass bitches gonna start calling on Jesus. And my question is, what the fuck you gonna call Jesus for? You say he don't exist. See, motherfuckers thought I was playing this fucking game, just some nigga sitting around ain't got shit to do but to fearmonger and to scare people. And look at everything that I've been telling you assholes. Everything that I've been telling you, pretty much down to the tiniest detail, has come true. Is it because I'm so fucking smart and I know everything? No, I'm not no arrogant prick like you. I said it a million times that I'm being guided by the Holy Spirit. And these motherfuckers know it. That's why they freaking the fuck out. That's why they're afraid of me. And now Judgment Day has come for your ass. So, for all these assholes, Illuminati, YouTube, and everybody who continues to play this fucking game, thinking that this is a fucking joke, Judgment Day has come for your ass. I'll see you soon.